So I posted a video that I found on a guy at a maker fair making patterns on metal. And I watched him doing it. There was no sound, but it kind of figured out my method. I've only been doing this for half an hour, but I thought it was worthy of sharing. It's so awesome. You know, you could do this post, or you could cut this out and set this like a cabochon almost in a bezel, or rivet it, some kind of cold connection. And then I would seal this with like Protected Clear by Everbright. But anyway, I'm going to show you the technique. I experimented with a couple of different torches. I used the Smith Little torch with this. They have such tiny tips on here. I've not fully explored with this yet, but I got frustrated with it right away. And then I went to my oxyacetylene, and I usually use this tip, but it was just heating. It just left big swatches of grayness. So I switched to a smaller tip, which is a pain to light. I have my alcohol lamp here, and I have to light it down at the base. Anything puts the flame out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little background color on here by heating the piece. This would be way quicker with my big torch tip, but we'll just go ahead and do this. I've got it up on 2 titanium trivets. I think one of the big things with this is to control the amount of heat, that the metal doesn't get too hot and turn a uniform gray. And we're starting to get some color there. I can actually paint with this right now. So what I did was, the guy did is took the torch and laid it on the side like that. Now you can heat it until the color behind it goes away, or just heat it a little bit. Now the acetylene, I think, is making, it's a dirty gas, and I think that's what's making those little black little pellet things. Not pellets, petal things. So and then you can turn the torch tip even deeper into the metal by tilting the torch up. And that creates that black center flower region. Literally burying the tip in. So let's try another pattern. I started out here and moved the tip slowly to the edge. That creates like a concentric ring thing. Let's see if I can get some brighter colors. The problem is if you overheat it, it all becomes gray. Try varying your times that it's on the metal. So this is all new to me. I haven't tried this yet. It's kind of cool. Look at that. It's awesome. This is really fun. After spending a lot of time doing finishing work, having something that's instantaneous. Is a pleasure. Let's just try laying it across. Ooh, that made nice rainbow stripes. Tornado. Can you see it? No, you can't see it over here. It's a tornado. Did that by going down here, pulling it up and to the side. Still not getting really bright turquoises and blues. gotten too hot. I think one of the big things here is temperature control. So I'm going to wait for it to cool down and see what happens next. Let's try it again. Or maybe on the opposite side. Burn off the back area. Let it go, pull it up. Well, anyway, this is what I've figured out so far. Okay, so a couple of things I learned in the last 2 minutes. One is I'm using my torch lighter from the back side with this little tip, kind of filling that cup up with gas and then lighting it. And I also figured out this technique over here. If I can remember how I did it. Got it kind of, the torch tip kind of tilted into the metal, and I'm just kind of walking it around. I'm just going to sit here and play for hours. Just let it cool off once in a while if I'm not making color anymore. So let me get the other one and we can do last minute comparison. Hopefully this isn't boiling hot. So there's my 2 experimental pieces. Pretty awesome. Now I'm going to put some sealer on this and see how that works, and I'll update you at the end of the video. Alright, now we're using the butane torch. I already kind of colored the metal up. This is the torch I'm using. What the heck is it? A bonjour. So I'm just laying the tip along the metal here, pulling up. Getting some interesting colors. I guess the purples and blues are, and the reds are the colors that come from higher heat. The yellows and oranges and copper colored are from lower. This is giving me some good color here. Alright, I have a smaller butane torch. By the way, I don't like this one. It's really hard to turn off. Just gonna go for it. Let's try and point sideways. So it looks like you can make bullseyes by starting close and then pulling up. I like that shape. That's just with part of the flame on the metal and sideways. More experimenting. Now I'm using the little torch. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, this makes the dark lines too. Definitely timing on color. Still not getting those amazing, amazing colors. It's all kind of fading to gray. It's right on the cooler side. Well, I've got a lot of nothingness here, making the black spots, but hope that color stays. It's fabulous. Three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to sell it for $1 million. What do you think? Well, I think that's enough messing around for now. Oh, maybe one more. I'm done. Okay, so I've got some Protected Clear from Everbright Coatings, and I'm going to sponge brush this on. Ooh, it's even prettier. This one's still kind of hot. I wonder if that's going to do anything weird. So there's that. I'll put another coat on later. And yeah, I hope they stay. They're pretty cool. That was so much fun. Oh my God. Well, that's the end of my video. What I learned today is that this is not as easy as it looks. For sure. Very difficult to control. Getting brilliant colors. I have no idea how to do it well. It's really fun. I think I need a larger oxyacetylene or oxypropane torch tip. I can't replicate that, Caleb's work. What else have I learned? That this could entertain me for hours. And that some of the stuff is pretty dang beautiful. So, hope you enjoyed the journey with me. Still have a long way to go. Bye.